I've always wanted to be able to draw a mouse in a space rocket.
Oh, like this?
Yeah, but somehow I just can't manage it. Is there any way you could teach me?
Well, funnily you should say. Let's go draw a mouse in a rocket.
Yay, my dream has come true.
Okay, take your pencil or pen, and the first thing I want you to do is go to the middle of your paper, right at the top. And we're going to make a line that comes down like this. This is going to be the side of your rocket. Just like that, a kind of bendy line. And then when you've done that, go to the top and do the same line but the other direction. And don't worry if it's not exactly like mine. There we go, and they kind of don't meet at the bottom. It's a bit like we're drawing a surfboard or something. But they're the same length here, so if you look, make sure they're the same length. Okay? Then we're going to pretend like we're putting a pencil up inside it. So right where that pencil would be, I want you to draw a line. It's going to be one of the tail fin seen from the side. When you've done that, make it a little bit thicker with a second line. And then cap off those lines. Okay, now we're going to cap off the bottom of the rocket too. So like that and that, and you sort of skip it when you get to the tail fin. Now we're going to draw the other tail fin bits, and they come off like this. So right about here, you come out, and here, come out like that. And then when you've done that, look at the top of the tail fin and kind of follow that to the side and make another line that comes out like that. And that, almost like it's a little dancing person. You can imagine them dancing along. And then connect that line to that line and that line to that line. Now you have your basic rocket shape. Now, the secret to making it fun is making the window as big as possible, because then you can show more of the mouse inside. So right in the top here, I want you to do a really big circle window. It doesn't have to be big, but it's really hard to draw the mouse in otherwise. Just like that. And when I draw a mouse looking out the window, I usually start with its ear. So right here, I want you to draw the letter C inside the window. And then at the top of the mouse's head, there's a straight line coming out. And then that line will go down to the bottom of the window. And then the other side, right under the ear, you're going to do another straight line. And then you can see a little mouse peeking up. So what I want you to do is little eyes, two little eyes there. And whiskers, two whiskers on each side, or more if you want. And then we'll do the inside of the ear. See where that C is? Let's kind of do a shallower C right there. And then go to the top of that and follow this around. And you can usually put some hairs in the ear. Hairs there. Now, it might be surprised, you might do a little dot for the mouth, or it might be quite excited because he's just arrived at this amazing planet, or she, whatever. It could be any of the Adventuremice characters, or one of your own mouse characters you've invented. A little smile I've just put there. And then just have a little arm poking up like that. And a thumb. And 3 fingers. 1, 2, 3. It's very tiny because you can barely see the fingers there. I'm going to make mine Pedro. So I'm going to put 3 little bits of hair sticking off there. And when I go to color him, I could put his dot around the eye. And I think he needs to be wearing a space suit. So I'm going to do a line that goes across here and then dips down. You can see a zipper. Maybe another little line across there. This is a little space suit. And you could even put something he's saying in there, or put other mice in. You could, how many mice can you fit in? And then after that, I'm going to draw the top bit right here, like that. Might do some little bolts. And the bottom bit, I think you could either do it here or down lower. So you have to skip the tail fin there. And little dots maybe. And you can have a lot of fun designing your rocket. Now, what's it standing on? It might be blasting into space, so you might put some smoke behind it, some fire, some stars around it, or it might have landed. So if it's landed, maybe it's on a little moon. You could draw the horizon line of the moon. Make sure you stop when you get to those tail fins. And then you could have fun designing a whole planet. It might just have craters, like, you know, you often see pictures of the moon with things sticking out of them. Or it might have mountains or candy canes or, who knows, volcanoes. It could be anything on that moon. So you have a lot of fun. I hope you can take this rocket and customize it. And what's in space? What kind of planets? Maybe there's shooting stars. Maybe there's other spaceships. At the very end, sign your name. So I'm signing Sarah, but you sign yours. And I want to see, maybe you share on our social media what you've drawn. And maybe you'll invent a story to go with it. Because you could, why is your mouse gone into space? What are they doing there? Is there more of them? Is there any creatures they found on this planet? The choice is yours.
Thank you, Sarah. Now I know how to draw a mouse in a rocket.
Good.
If you want to know how to draw other things, you can find out lots of other activities and drawing guides at Adventuremice.com. I'm off to draw.
Adventuremice!